Alright, it is official day 2 of CES. I think it's probably our 4th or 5th day on the ground here. Time to get cracking on another day here at CES. We're going to kick it off with Your Tech Life podcast. I've got Jeffrey in the studio. We'll get a bit of an update on everything we've seen thus far. Then we're going to jump over the road to some meetings with Netgear. We've got a couple of hours to have a quick look around, do some writing, a couple other things in the afternoon, but a big day ahead. CES day 2. Over to the Marriott where Netgear have a whole floor set aside with suites to demonstrate their new products. I feel it's my annual conversation, if not a couple of times a year, but certainly my annual CES conversation with Patrick Lowe, the boss of Netgear. Welcome, and good to have you company.
Great to talk to you again.
This is the new Arlo Q. This is going to come to Australia in about March. Should be around 350 bucks. It's a connected camera, so it's actually got power, but still uses your Wi-Fi. It actually doesn't need the Arlo base station. I love my Arlo cameras, but this one has two-way audio, so if I see my kids in my office, I can actually use my smartphone to talk to them from anywhere in the world. Still recording motion, but also 24/7 recording. So if you've got maybe a small business, you can just buy one of these cameras and continuously record, and you can actually look back at the timeline just via the web. It's a fantastic little product. Should be in Australia in March, the Arlo Q. So we just finished up at Netgear. This is one of those great things. We actually get away from the convention centre. It's in a hotel across the road. Magnificent view of the mountains over there. There's a huge car park here where the autonomous driving is going on. Now let's move on back to the convention centre. One of the things about CES is the advertising that goes on. Now, this is an example. This is the Marriott, and it's covered in billboards for Samsung Pay. In fact, so is this one over here. And basically all big buildings here that aren't, the major casinos have huge billboards on them. Now, I got to say, interestingly, Samsung is dominating. This Samsung Pay they are pushing in America massively. There are no LG banners here. This hotel's normally covered with LG every other year that I've been here. BMW covers some banners down, hotels down there. And in fact, the Luxor, the Pyramid Casino, actually has a big Snapchat logo on it. So huge advertising for tech companies here in Las Vegas. Alright, so we're back in the central hall, and I've noticed behind me here 360 Fly, the 360-degree camera. I've been shooting some of those 360 videos on. Lots of people wearing virtual reality headsets and the like, so let's go and have a look at what they've got on offer. A little bit of the old versus the new here. 360 Fly over there, and GoPro over here. Alright, we're here at Casio having a look at that new smartwatch they've released. This is the rugged, durable watch that Casio is renowned for, but using an Android Wear watch, but it's also got a lot of Casio features in it for the tracking and fitness and cycling, so a very interesting smartwatch. So I think CES is big. It has a daily magazine. This is not a little thing. This is a big magazine that is printed daily, wrapping up some of the things that happened the day before, as well as being full of ads and a whole bunch of other things. It's enormous, this event. Just put a few stories up on the website, and now we're going to have a quick booth tour with Sony and maybe a quick podcast interview with them also. We're at the Sony booth. I just had a look at some of the audio products. I've got to tell you about this one here. It's actually a wireless / Bluetooth speaker. It's called from the extra bass category. This thing's $549. It's enormous, and the sound is enormous. I just think value for money, bang for your buck. $549. That's outrageous. Awesome stuff. Just on our way to another booth tour over at Alcatel Onetouch, but interestingly this is the third or fourth day we've been here. This is the first time I've seen the Samsung stand, so we'll walk through the Samsung stand on our way to Alcatel Onetouch. I mean, you've got to hand it to them, these are serious crowds here in the Samsung booth. They've set it up so it is actually a bit of a thoroughfare, so that you really can walk through the middle and then verge off into different areas. They've also got some lounges back there where people are sitting on, and I think that creates that really popular atmosphere. So it's a great look and very, very busy. Alright, we're just leaving Alcatel Onetouch, a lot of great new phones there, the Pixie, the Pop, the Go Play and the Idol. Great phones, probably coming to Australia this year. Right now it's almost 5 o'clock, Stephen has arrived early. Blake hasn't got a watch. He's punctual. So, yeah, Stephen's here. Hi. Hello. We're going to do Two Blokes Talking Tech, third episode here at CES. Point 3, yes. Point 3, 238.3 live from CES. And this is Two Blokes Talking Tech, episode 238.3 live from CES with Stephen Fennick joining me in the Tech Guide studio. No! Oh, yes! Trying to help you out. Alright, it's the end of day 2, it's just after 6, everyone's leaving, and we're going to pop out for a little bit and not get killed by this forklift here. We're going to pop out and see if we can find some food and come back and finish some vlogs. Alright, we found a place we're going to have some dinner, well somewhere here. We're in New York, but not the city. New York, the casino. A nice little Times Square environment here with a little street of restaurants behind us. Alright, beautiful thing about the $5 a day roaming with Vodafone is we've got coverage wherever we are, so I'm just going to do a little periscope here so we can actually live stream from the New York. In fact, we can live stream from anywhere roaming with Vodafone. Alright, we're back on the strip here. We were just outside New York. We just had dinner inside. You've got the Statue of Liberty there behind me. You can see the MGM Grand over my shoulder. This just shows how big the strip is, okay? There's nothing small here. We walked a long way last night. We only went through 2 casinos. So if we just spin around here, you can see over my shoulder, that's Tropicana, quite an old hotel casino. You can imagine that being ripped down one day, but it's still there, still a hotel. And then over here, as we cross the strip, you've got the Excalibur. Now behind the Excalibur, you've got the Luxor, you've got the Mandalay Bay, and they're the last 3 of the whole strip. This place is absolutely enormous. Nothing is done small in Las Vegas. Alright, we're at the M&M store in Las Vegas, and I love M&M, so we've come to have a look. This is pretty impressive because you can pretty much get every colour over and above the rainbow, but upstairs you can apparently personalise your M&M. So let's see if we can get EFTM written on an M&M. So we just came back to the studio after dinner. I just got a call from Paul Murray, a mate of mine back in Sydney who hosts PM Live on Sky News at 9 o'clock in Sydney. So wants to have a chat about CES. So we'll stay up a little bit late tonight for a 2 AM live crossing. We've just been up here setting up we're just going to use an iPhone with Skype, the Skype app, which will get the video in a reasonable quality back to Sydney, and I'll actually have the return feed. I'll be able to hear Paul via a mobile phone in my ear. So it should work well. We'll be doing that in a couple of hours. Easy. All right, man, this is easy. No worries, man. Okay.
It's a thing called the Consumer Electronics Show that's been taking place in Las Vegas, where it's about 3 in the morning this morning, and a man who is willing to stay up that late or that early, depending on when he actually gets up, is my mate Trevor Long. Great technology reporter. His website, EFTM.com or .com.au. His podcast, Your Tech Life. And he is there at 3 in the morning, big fella. I've been at Vegas at 3 in the morning, and I have not been any sort of condition to do a live cross on TV. So you're a better man than me.
There's no poker machines in this area, so I'm safe, Paulie. It's all good. I'll stay up for you any day, mate.
All right, good. Excellent.